Oh my god, this my wig, eh? There's a debate about it. Some of my friends are saying that it doesn't suit me. I shouldn't wear it. It makes me look older than my age. I never get that I look older than my age. People always say I look younger. So apparently this is a grandmother's wig. But for some reason, I love it. I just love it. It's not all the time you wear long wigs. I just like this one. Me that never wears fringe. I like it anyway. So I told the ones that say they don't like it, I say I like it. Stop. Abby was like, see the way you look. How do I look? Oh my God. When you're surrounded by opinionated women, you're in trouble. They will tell you how it is. That's why they tell you people that you are too assertive. Tune down your assertiveness. Now know the hear word. Oh my God. I don't feel love. I'm very unserious. I like my unserious self. Honestly, you cannot come and kill yourself with seriousness all the time. Who's serious help? No, seriously. When I want to be serious, I'm serious. I like to be joyful and playful, you know. If you want to be youthful and you don't want to grow wrinkles, you have to be playful and joyful all the time. Or at least most of the time. All this frown. When you frown a lot, wrinkles will soon come. You'll be wondering, why am I looking older than my age? Auntie, you frown too much. Stop frowning, not believe you get problem, oh. Nigeria people say problem be like bicycle, you know they finish. Okay? Do what you can. Pray and ask God to help you with the rest. Now so, nobody's life is perfect. You always have challenges in life, but Tiolua Lashe, we trust God and we believe in God to help us. Go easy, but it is well. Let the righteous say, it is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. Good morning, guys. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm going shopping and I'm just getting myself together to go out. I've been resting and today is Saturday and I want to go and do some shopping and cook. Okay, I want to cook something nice and delicious for my family. My children and my husband, they love my cooking. So what's been happening is that whenever I get someone to cook for me, these children will come and say, Mom, you cook better. Why don't you cook it? But they don't understand. I'm pressured for time. And so I have to outsource sometimes. But today, I'm feeling good, I'm rested, and I want to be a good mom and a good wife. So I'm going to cook them something today. So I'm going to go to the market now and get a few stuff. And I decided to vlog and talk to you guys. I don't get to vlog again. And I love my vlogs. These live shows have taken over everything. I'm wearing this Amarian's abaya. It was brought for me from Nigeria. Look at it. I love it. I look like a Muslim woman. I really like it. It's so nice. It's all the way down. It's so free. It was my friend Jane that brought it to me and dashed me from Nigeria. They have clothes in Nigeria. I think she bought it from Dubai. She said it's really lovely. Anyway, decided to have a chat with you guys on my way. So come along with me while I go shopping and cooking.
going to be relegated to the position once again of ringside observer in this psycho-drama inside the Tory party. And not just you, but also the rest of Europe, and no one more so than the Irish. So let's go to Neil Richmond of Fine Gael, the party spokesperson on European affairs. Neil, it's good to speak to you again.
Okay. How is everyone doing? I hope you are doing well and enjoying the best of the summer. I hope you are going out there, especially to the single people. I hope you are having fun. This is the best time for you to go out there and put yourself out there. Those of you who are homebodies that don't like going out, this is summer, so get all those invitations. Get them to invite you. When they invite your friends, tag along. And please put yourself out there. Go to events, go to weddings, go to parties. Those of you who are Christians, go to church. Just go out. You need to go out. You can't meet people on your bed. You can't meet people on your couch. Netflix can be very addictive. Yeah, trust me. For some reason, one of my children started watching this series on Netflix. He just started. He didn't even watch it. It was, is it called Saul? You better call Saul. I just started it though. I said, let me just press bim. I just pressed play. Let me just see what it's about. My people, I got sucked up in it. 3 days ago, I didn't sleep till 2 a.m. because of You Better Call Saul. I was so intrigued with it. The story is the character is so interesting that I've been watching it now, honestly, for days. It's relaxing though, but it can be very, very addictive, whereby you spend all your time watching Netflix or Prime videos. Because this is July, before you know, the cold will hit. I don't really like going out when it's cold, to be honest. I prefer to go out now. I'm supposed to have a party today, 50th birthday party today, so I don't know. I'm still thinking if I'm going to go or not. Depends on when I finish this cooking that I want to do. I'm playing it by the ear. It's just 11:30 now, so I still got a little bit of time. We'll see. Anyway, let me stop talking now and concentrate on my driving. And I will talk to you guys when I get to the markets. I'm going to the African store. Alright guys, we are in the place now where I'm going to do the shopping. Finally found a spot to park. It's practically impossible to get parking around here. London is crazy with parking, I swear. No one to park and I'll come back and there will be a ticket sitting on my car. On top of shopping. No. So yeah. Just gonna be quick. Straight in and straight out. Let's get what I want and get out. Mashe ifeti baba. Mashe ifeti baba. Otiwu in the opato. Oh, dear. Finally done with shopping, and yeah, I didn't spend too much time in the market. I ran into some Obodo farm, as always. Obodo farm, they are everywhere. We thank God for the movements. We thank God. So, yeah, I'm going to go and cook now. I want to make pepper soup and stew. I'm going to make fish stew. I bought some fish to make stew, and I bought some meat to make pepper soup. I feel like pepper soup then stew for the family. And what I want to talk about is about our men, our boys. So, society is evolving, things are changing, and the ideologies that used to hold water in the 60s, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, 80s, is no longer what it is today. Whether we like it or not, society is evolving, people are evolving. And we come here a lot, of the time we talk about Mungo Parks, we talk about, brothers. Because I believe that fundamentally, a lot of our brothers are good. They are good. But the problem is that most of them who turns out to become Mungo Parks in relationship were not raised well. And we often talk about how the issues of how our parents did not bother to raise our brothers, but they spent all their time raising us to be wives. But they are raising us to be wives to men who are not trained for the role of husbands. Because as at that time, the only thing you needed to be as a man was to be a provider. But that's changed now. Women provide now, men provide now, people pull their resources together, especially for us who are Africans who live in the diaspora. Everybody is pulling together now to build together. This is how it's supposed to be for a good marriage that is successful and is thriving. So, what are we going to do to ensure that the next generation of men are prepared and trained for marriage? Because the problem is just going to be, it's going to carry on to the next generation if we do not change how we raise our boys and how we raise our girls. So fundamentally, the way Africans have raised their daughters is to train them to cook, train them to behave. When they get to their husband's house, you have to respect your husband, you have to respect his family. You need to submit, you need to be humble, you need to listen to your husband, you need to work with your husband, you need to support your husband. But you need to learn how to cook, you need to learn how to, take care of a man. If we do not train our boys in the same way, because a lot of our brothers don't know how to cook. They don't know how to, they believe that if they are looking after a child, who is their own child though, that is born, that is, procreated by them, they believe that they are doing their wives or their partner a favor. So childcare for some of our brothers is a no. Taking children to school and back, even in the diaspora, as busy as we are here, where everybody have their jobs and everybody's working, running kitty, running kita to make ends meet, you will still find a lot of brothers who only leave anything that is domestic work, cooking, domestic work, childcare, and anything that relates to the family unit together, they leave it because they believe it's the woman's duty. So you and your husband will go to work together. You come back, you have young children who are just coming from school. Maybe they went to after school club, you went to pick them. And then when you get home, your husband goes to the sitting room and puts on the TV and start watching. And you are trying to make dinner, and these children are hungry, they are restless, they are running up and down, they need to be fed, they need to shower. And let's say that they are not of the age yet where they can do it. So you are trying to fix dinner, you are trying to sort the children out, you are trying to do all this after a long day at work by yourself. And there is another adult. There is another adult in that house who is supposed to be a partner, who is supposed to be a leader, who is supposed to lead by example. And he doesn't feel the need for him to do anything for his own family. Tell me, my people, is that sustainable? Is that sustainable? No, it's not. At some point, that woman is going to be drained. She's going to be sapped of all her energy. She's going to feel resentful towards her husband. And if he doesn't make any conscious effort to start, picking up the pieces and helping in the home front, that marriage is going to crack. And that's where you see some of these brothers will now say, he doesn't respect me. He doesn't have a home training. This, that. I cannot believe that in 2022, there are still brothers who feel that taking children to school and bringing them back, or Washing your children, helping them to shower, or supporting children to do homework is a woman's job alone. See, my brothers, listen to me. If you want to know the truth, if you don't get down from that high horse that you are sitting in, maybe that is how your father behaved. Maybe that's how your forefather behaved. This is all you know growing up. And that's why on this platform we say people need to learn and unlearn. So there are a lot of things that we learned that we need to unlearn, right? For instance, I'll give you a good example so that it doesn't seem nice. People always accuse me of always supporting women. Of course, I support women. I'm a woman. That's expected. It's natural to me to support women. But I'm not also a biased person who cannot see reality or who cannot see balance in a situation. For instance, we were not raised as women to pay bills. We're not raised. Our mother supported our fathers by, sometimes when there's no money for school fees. Even in those days, I remember, your mother will borrow your father the money and the expectation is that he will pay it back. But today, we don't do that anymore. We now know that you cannot leave the responsibility of paying bills alone to your husband. We live in a diaspora now. Even in Nigeria, women are pulling a lot of weight in the home front. What are they doing? They are working to make sure that, if husband is paying rent, I will be buying food. If husband is bringing school fees, I will be paying for lesson. I will be buying books. So it's working together. The only thing that can save marriages today is working together. If you don't realize it, if you do not realize it, there's fire on the mountain. There's fire on the mountain. So that is a good example of how things have evolved. Women are taking more responsibility in terms of contributing to the family unit. And as such, and I know that a lot of our brothers understand this already, but there are still a lot that don't understand it. So you see a Nigerian brother that is married to Igbo. When he's going out with his Oyibo wife, he will carry buggy, he'll be pushing the buggy, he will carry handbag. The wife will be walking and following him, empty-handed. But if you see that same Nigerian man with a black sister, a Nigerian or African sister, she will be the one that will push the buggy. She will be the one that will carry the bag, and he will still be screaming on her or frowning at her. Why? Because he believes that for the Oyibo, it is expected. This is an expectation of their culture. Okay, they don't have that, you are my head, you are my husband, so no. Today I'm his partnership, it's 50-50. If you don't pull your weight around the house, you don't do what you're supposed to do, they kick you out. Some of you that are married Oyibo, they will kick you out easily. So when you marry Oyibo, you'll be behaving correct. So it shows me that despite your cultural values, your upbringing, you know the right thing to do. If you know the right thing to do, by working with your wife and by working with your husband in partnership, why is it reserved for only a certain race? Why can't you do the same thing when you're married to an African woman? So if you continue like that, there's going to be problems. So my point is, parents, I'm going to say parents, okay, because it takes father and mother. I know we the parents we are the primary caregivers at a certain age. Okay, when children are young, we are the primary people who nurture children. We breastfeed. From there, from pregnancy, you develop a relationship with your children. When they are born and you breastfeed them, they are looking at you like this. Okay, they are looking at your face, and you are communicating with them whether you speak or not. And that's why there is a very close bond between mothers and their children. So there's a natural attachment between mothers and their children. But fathers can also build attachment with their children, even though they are not the primary caregivers. You can. How do you do this? From the time your wife is pregnant, or your girlfriend, your partner, whatever, you call them are pregnant, start building that relationship. Talk to the baby. Yes, scientifically it's been proven that babies, they might not understand, but they hear voices. They hear voices. Speak to them from the womb. Start talking to them from the day they are born. Form a friendship, a closeness, a bond with your babies. How do you do that? Carry them. Feed them. When you're at home, change them. Change their diapers. When they start going to school, take them to school. When they become teenagers, call them and have conversations with them. This is how you build relationship. Tell them about, the positive things about your upbringing when you were growing up. Tell them about Africa. Tell them about your country. Tell them about your family, where you come from. Tell them about values, the right values that were instilled in you. Tell them about their pride as Africans. Teach them about life. Teach them life lessons. Spend time with them. Take them to their sports if they are going on their football. If they are riding their bicycle, ride with them. If they are going swimming, go any activity. Find time. It's not going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy because you are probably very busy. But you need to be, intentional about parenting. Otherwise, your children are going to grow up and you will have no relationship with them. I see it happen all the time. And that's when the father will now come and say, you are the one turning the children against me. You are the one teaching the children not to love me. You are the one telling the children things about me. Yeah, I know some women do that, but in most cases, she's not doing anything. The children observe by themselves. They are seeing what is going on. Okay? Some fathers don't have any relationship with their children at all because they see it as a waste of time. And unfortunately, it's the older generation. I see a lot of younger men who are in their 30s, their late 20s, and I am so proud, especially if they are first generation, Obodo Yibo children that are born here. When I see my son Josh and his children, oh my God, my beloved is sweet. That boy is an amazing father. He's so close to his daughters. You see them, they are so close to him. He is a good father. He's so involved. Even though he's so busy at work, he's so involved. It's all the time that he spends with his children. And I'm like, oh my God, this boy, I'm proud of you. What that does to a child, even if you have daughters, you have sons, it does something to their esteem. If you do that to your daughters, it builds up their self-esteem. And they are able to have, healthy relationship with men when they grow up. Because of the things my father, there are people on this platform that always come, they say, my father did this, my father said this to me, this is how my father raised me. Because of that, you need to make time and be intentional about parenting. And the way we raise our sons now will determine the kind of husbands we are going to have in the next generation. Are we still raising our sons to believe that they are the breadwinner and all you have to do is provide bread? Are we still raising our sons to say you don't need to learn how to cook, your wife must do the cooking? Or are we raising our children, both boys and girls, to say, you see what? You see, my dear, this food that you are eating, everybody's primary need is food. So learn. Call them into the kitchen. Show them how to do chores. I'm seeing, even back home in Nigeria today now, you're seeing families where children, even boys and girls, are not taught how to do house chores because they can afford to hire house helps to do the work for them. They can afford dry cleaners. They can afford cleaners to come and clean their house for, not much money, which is all right. But are they going to live at home forever? Are they learning anything? Even if you have cleaners, you have cooks, you have this, your children must learn. These skills are basic skills that every child, whether you are a boy or girl, must learn. Does your son know how to hoover? Does he know how to clean the house? Does he know how to wash the bathroom? So in our house, what we do is that my husband is very, very, big on children having chores. Okay, because he told me that his father growing up, that he made sure that all of them have chores. So in our house, our children all have chores. Even the ones that have left home, before they left home, they all have their responsibility that they do. So this one will hoover. You are the one that will wash plates. This one will wash the bathroom. You must learn how to clean your room. These are things that they will take into adulthood. So we need to teach our children, equality. We need to teach them that they need to respect women. A woman is not just an object or someone that you just be with and then you look down. She's only to have children with you and you can consult with her or you don't consult with her because you're a man. You have the final say. That one doesn't work. There are so many things that are changing today now. There is technology, there is social media, Attitudes must change. If you don't change, then you become obsolete. And if you become obsolete, your marriage will break. It will. Even if it doesn't break, both of you are going to be in a long-suffering marriage whereby he's not happy, you are not happy, nobody is going for therapy, nobody is communicating, and nobody is saying this is what the issue is, but both of you are deeply unhappy. And that's when one of you will start having an affair. Because they are not fulfilled in the relationship. Everybody is waiting who is going to do it. Oh, you should do this. After all, I'm a man, you should do it. And the woman is waiting, after all, you're a man. You should do this. How can I do this? Is it me that will do this? No, I'm not. I wasn't brought up to do this. We assign gender roles that in this day and age where even gender itself is fluid. Gender itself now is fluid. Have you heard of the pronoun now? Did you not see Instagram? They put pronoun now. Okay, I was filling a GP registration form the other day. They will ask you now, when it comes to gender, they will ask you gender at birth. And they will also ask you the gender you identify with now. So there are 3 columns. You know, they used to be male, female in gender. No, now they're about 4. So they'll tell you gender at birth, current gender. Then it goes on like that. So if society has changed so drastically, and it's not all, it's not all bad, the changes are not all bad, and it's inevitable. It will continue to happen whether we like it or not. And we are having our children in the diaspora, and even the children in Africa, everybody has access to technology and everybody has access to social media. Why are we going to remain stuck in our primitive, thinking that, oh, my father was like this, I must be like this. My mother was like this, I must like. My mother did not pay any bill. So as a woman, my husband must go and delete himself because he's trying to pay the mortgage, he's trying to pay all the bills, and I will sit down and earn my money and put it in my pocket. If you're a woman, you think like that and you behave like that in this day and age, I'm sorry for you. I'm very, very sorry for you because you're never ready. Your marriage go break. It's all about collaboration. It's all about partnership. Pulling each other's strengths. Supporting each other's weaknesses. What can you do? What can I do? What can we both bring to the table? You mix it together and you have a strong union. It's very simple. It's all about being not selfish. Don't be selfish. Don't be thinking me alone. Think us. Because marriage is, you're supposed to leave your me at the door when you are saying I do. It's no longer about me. It's no longer about you. It's about us. If you think us, then you will stand a chance of your marriage working. Let me tell you something. Most marriages will break this day and age. Most marriages will break. They will. I know everybody on social media shouting, my marriage will work in Jesus' name. It's not about you praying, my marriage. It's about the work that you are doing, that you are putting into the marriage. Are you doing enough for your marriage to survive? Because relationships, marriages, they are challenges. Life happens. Things will happen that some people, you will start well at the point that it will shake the very core of your marriage. And you'll be wondering, can I survive this? But as long as you have those core values and you are not a rigid person, some people are so rigid, they will never change. They believe what they believe, whatever you are saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother them. Rigid people don't always succeed in marriage. I'm sorry. You need to be flexible. Look at it. Look at his point of view. He too should look at your point of view. Come to a compromise. So, Kama Forogun. To conclude, I'm just going to say married people or people who intend to marry, because marriage is big in our culture, okay? It's very, very big in our culture. Marriage is status, marriage is respect. And so people will always want to get married. Whether you are already married or you are working towards getting married, please let us have that mentality that we need to raise our children differently, especially our boys. Prepare your children for marriage, whether they are male or female. Don't teach only girls and prepare them for marriage. Teach your boys, because if you train only your daughters, they're going to end up with boys that were not trained. And that's why we have a lot of Mongopa. So most of the Mongopak that we see here, they have my sympathy. Let me say they have my sympathy because you can only behave how best you know how to behave. But the only problem I have with Mongo Parks is that they refuse to change. Okay? You say, this is how I am. Take me or leave me. You cannot be like that. You cannot be like that. Change is inevitable. It will happen. By the time you marry 1, 2, 3, and it keeps breaking, you self supposed to reason and now. You're supposed to reason and say, why is it that women are not staying with me? And if you're a woman, you are marrying repeatedly as well, you need to go down, go to your quiet corner, sit down and think, reflect. What am I doing? What am I bringing into the relationship? I know in my heart I'm a loving person. I'm a kind person. I'm a compassionate person. I want to love and I want to be loved back. What am I doing? Why is my relationship not working? Is it that I don't have communication skills? What do I need to work in? Is it my listening skills that is not good enough? Or am I too selfish? Am I obnoxious? Am I annoying? Am I not communicating? Those are all the things that you look at. And maybe you need to go and get therapy. A lot of people will get therapy to deal with these things. Mongo Parks don't change. Sometimes you need therapy to unpick the fundamental issues that you have while you are struggling. So that the therapist will now give you the tools that you need to make your marriage work. So we need to teach our boys and prepare them for marriage. It is very, very important. Please, mothers and fathers out there, don't just concentrate on your daughters alone. This is why we are where we are now. We need to, teach both boys and girls what is expected in a marriage in this modern day and age. Okay? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it here today. Thank you very much for following me to do my shopping. I'm going to go and cook now. Yeah. I've had one of the Maltina that I bought. That's why I love London. There's nothing in Nigeria you can't find there. This is Maltina from Nigeria. Or Malta Guinness. There's no malt like Nigerian malt. It's sweet. Very nice. Yeah. What are your thoughts about, raising boys, preparing boys for marriage, and changing attitudes about parenting generally in this day and age? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section and we'll take the conversation forward. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Mwah! Bye guys. Bye.